Some people might say that the Jelly of the Month Club is a gift that keeps on giving, but for me, it's the yellow. Hi everybody, Mike from FisherMN here. It's time to talk about the yellow. As you heard in my intro, I feel like it's a gift that keeps on giving. And if you don't know about the yellow, watch a few of my videos and you'll see that that's what I use when fishing is slow or when I want to catch some panfish. I think it is the ultimate gift for that fisher person in your life who maybe doesn't know about it yet. Or maybe they know about it, but you can give them a couple of hints on how to use it even better. In this video, we're going to see what a few stores have to sell that'll help you with the yellow, as well as I'll have some recommendations for online places to get all set up to get more fish in the boat. Of course, as in all of my fishing videos, I like to include some footage of actual fishing. Here's some of my successes with the yellow. Alright, what a super awesome way to fish. I'm not going to really tell you how to rig up the yellow. I actually have a video and I'll link that to this video. So if you end up getting somebody all the components they need to use yellow while they're fishing, make sure that they check out my video and they can see exactly how I rig things up and how I fish with the yellow. I even have a couple of videos that have some underwater footage to see what it looks like below the surface. All those videos will be linked in the description of this video. So what I did the other night was I drove around to a few of my local stores here. We have Sportsman's Warehouse pretty close to where I live. We have a Dick's Sporting Goods close to where I live. And of course, Walmart. I wanted to show you what components of the yellow leaders that I fish were available at the local stores. The first store I went to was Sportsman's Warehouse. In our local Sportsman's Warehouse, I found some 16th ounce jig heads, and they were about $2.29. Some rolling swivels. I actually, at that store, went a little fancier with the swivels because that's one thing about Sportsman's Warehouse. They have more options with the hardware that you might fish with. So the rolling swivels were $2.19. They had some options for fluorocarbon. I almost always use Vanish fluorocarbon, as you'll hear from one of the other stores, but at this store I bought Maxima fluoro leader material. So it's material specific to leaders, and that was a bit of a splurge at $10.99. And the last thing I found at Sportsman's Warehouse was actual Gulp Minnow Grubs in the yellow color that I like to use. Most of the time I use swimming grubs, but I found the minnow grubs work just as good, and those minnow grubs were $8.29. Sportsman's Warehouse, we need to have a little bit of a talk. That's really expensive, and later in the video I'll tell you where you can find some a bit cheaper than that. But if you wanted to do a one-stop shopping, Sportsman's Warehouse had pretty much all the components that you need for the yellow setup that I use. And the total cost with tax was $25.45. So not too bad of a gift. That's going to put more fish in the boat. Alright, the second store I went to was Dick's Sporting Goods. And let's see how they did. At Dick's Sporting Goods I found some barrel swivel size 7 for $3.49. So when I compared it to one of my other purchases, I thought it was a lot, but there's actually twice as many in there. It's a pack of 25. I found some jigs in the yellow color that I like, and they're Mr. Crappie Jigs, and they were an 8-pack for $3.99, so a bit expensive on those. And then they did not have Gulp but I found power bait in the Fire Tiger color I kind of lumped that in with all the yellow, and that was $4.99. And then some Vanish fluorocarbon line. The Vanish fluorocarbon line was 6-pound test, and it came in a spool of 250 yards. So got quite a bit of it. The grand total for all those with tax was $19.80. So under that $20 mark, not a bad gift. That's gonna put a lot of fish in the boat. All right, and then it was on to Walmart. Let's see how Walmart did. Walmart had the line. I made a mistake on the line. At Dick's Sporting Goods, it was a 110-yard spool of Vanish fluorocarbon for $5.99, which is plenty for leaders. All Walmart had was a 250-yard spool, and that spool of line was $11.68. The barrel swivels were $1.36, a 12-pack, not a 25-pack. They did not have either one of my favorite plastics, which was Gulp Grubs or Power Bait Fire Tiger 2-inch Grubs, but they did have Crappie Scrubs by Kalen's, John Deere color, and those were $2.50. A great find at Walmart were Crappie Magic Jigs, 16th ounce, a package of 25 for $2.89. That was an amazing deal. When you add it all together, Walmart had pretty much everything you need, and it was $19.77. Each place hovering around $20. Not a bad gift for that fisher person in your life. So if you've hung with me this long, you might be interested. So here's the next step. I have a video that shows how to tie the leaders that I use when I'm panfish fishing. For that special someone in your life, you might want to tie up some leaders. I took the liberty of doing that earlier. I took an old Christmas card and I put some slits in it, and you can just wrap the line around. You can see the barrel swivels on the back, and there's those yellow jigs. I always use yellow jigs with red eyes, and if you can get a red eye with a black dot in them, even better. So that's what those look like all rigged up. If you are gonna attempt to do the leaders, learn how to tie a polymer knot. There's many videos on YouTube to show you how to tie a polymer knot. That's how I tie those jigs onto the fluorocarbon line with. All right, are you still here? For some of you, that's all you need. Maybe that fisher person in your life already has a lightweight rod and a lightweight reel. That's a key component there. You need a lightweight rod and a lightweight reel. And I recommend using 6-pound Nanofill line as your main line from your reel to the fluorocarbon leader. Nanofill itself is going to run about $20 a spool, but you can also use just plain 6-pound monofilament line too, and you can get a pretty big spool of that for between $5 and $10. All right, we got the leader, we got the line. You need something to connect that line to, and I'm going to tell you about the reels that I use on the water. Two of my reels are quantum reels. I have a quantum energy reel and a quantum smoke reel, and they're both size 15, which is the smallest size that quantum offers in these reels. You need a small reel so that line sits in it just right, and you get enough line on there so that you can make some longer casts. Both of these reels are great. Energy is a little bit lower model from Quantum. You can find this one on Amazon right now, size 15, for $87.99. The Quantum Smoke Reel is kind of hard to find right now. Cabela's doesn't even have any in stock. I found it two places. You can get it on Amazon for about $170. I would recommend for each of these reels, if you want to go with the Quantum reel and treat yourself, go to Tackle Warehouse as soon as you can. Through next Tuesday, all their reels for Quantum are 20% off. And I even saw a newer model of the Quantum Smoke called Quantum Smoke X, and that you can get for about $119. If you're using the yellow, you want the small size of 15 for your reel. Another reel I've been running is the Garcia Revo Sx, and it's a 10 size, and it's just a very smooth reel, great drag. You can see I've got the Nanofill on there. These are usually about $170, but if you go on Tackle Warehouse, they're 20% off. So that's kind of the higher end of fishing some lightweight gear. Don't worry, I also found some combos online for fishing rod and reel that are a lot more economical. Alright, so we've got the leader to the line to the reel. Now you gotta have something to connect the reel to. You need a lightweight rod if you're gonna fish the leader and the 16th ounce jig and the yellow plastic on the end of it. The rods I use are pretty special. I've got a buddy who helped me build some fishing rods, and so we were able to get some really high-end blanks and build some really nice rods at a pretty discounted price. So thanks Wayne, I've mentioned him in my videos quite a few times. He is the master rod builder and he just kind of shows me what to do. Here's what these look like. Alright, kind of hard to get in the whole rod in the video, but this is a Legend Extreme blank and customized with copper guides, copper titanium guides, and then just a pretty basic handle on it. 7-foot model, light action. Unfortunately, if you were to go with this one on the St. Croix site, they run between $370 and $380. If you're gonna splurge, I highly recommend St. Croix. My other custom panfish rod is similar, but it's 6 feet 6 inches. If you're looking at splurging, but not that much, I would recommend the St. Croix panfish series of rods. Around $135 to $140, and they have great action. Cabela's usually carries them in stock, so you might want to go check them out if you've got a Cabela's near you. So I'm guessing not all of you are fishing 100 days a year, so maybe there's some other more economical solutions. Maybe you're just starting out. Well, let me tell you, the yellow is the best way to start out fishing because you can catch anything, as you saw from the video at the beginning. So here's some combos that I found online that are already made up. Some of them come with line, some of them don't. These are all good looking combos. I haven't used them, but the brands are good, and usually when the brand is good, you know the combo is going to be good. Alright, so if you saw the title, it says all these fish for under $50. Here's what I'm thinking. If you just shopped at Walmart, you could find all the components that you need, and you could buy a combo. When I was shopping at Walmart, I actually picked up this combo to see if it was any good. And for $20, it's a Shakespeare combo. I'll put a picture up on the screen. It's a pretty good combo. If you have that fisherman just starting out, I would get this combo, get all the components, put them together, and see how you do. You might just get somebody hooked on fishing. Well, there you have it, my third day of ideas for gifts for 2021. If you have any questions about something in the video, please leave them in the comments below and I will get to them and I will answer them. I appreciate you watching this video. I'll see you on the next one.